Oh, we are live. So, I brought a guy in. I met him in rehab
Hi.
a while ago. His name is Mike. So we're gonna go on first name basis. I don't want to give any last names or anything. But yeah, he's an interesting kind of guy. So we got talking. Um, you know, we're both still kind of in the same problem, right? Um,
Oh, hell yeah.
and this is Mike, yeah. But we're trying to get out of it. He's doing pretty good, trying to stay away from the stuff. But it happens. When you're living the lifestyle we live, doing the things that we do, you sometimes realize that life is getting away from you and you don't know what's going on. So I decided to bring Mike in so we could talk. He came to me today. Uh, he needed some food,
Yeah.
and I'm in a position where I'm like, okay, come by, have some food. So brought him in. Now we're doing an interview. I said I was bringing interviews, and I meant it. I don't really have a direction for this. We just decided to do it, right, Mike?
That's right.
So
Hi,
tell
I'm Mecca.
so tell me a bit about what's going on with you. What? Let's go back. Let's go back.
Okay.
Let's go back to where it all started. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Talk
Like,
about it. Like talk
first-
about
first started
what you first did, how you first did it, how it felt, how young were you?
Oh, shit.
Give me all that. One sec, I'll grab it.
Like drug wise?
Like drug wise or lifestyle wise. Like what led you? One sec.
Hi, we're just having some technical difficulties. We'll be right back. In
Okay,
one
so
moment.
what led you to be part of the problem here? Like what made you into who you are today? Starting young. Let's go.
Well, my mom took off when I was 8. I haven't seen her since. She said she was going grocery shopping when I was about 7. Then I got interrogated a couple of years later by cops for like 2 days. And to me, they were just the people that that were trying to take my dad away from me, and basically raised myself.
Look at the camera. Oh,
I raised myself, and yeah, and I learned how to survive on my own. And I realized at a young age that nobody was, if I wasn't gonna do things for myself, nobody was gonna do them for me. So, you know, I grew up with that mentality, and the hatred against authority figures I also grew up with.
and how are the people around you contributing to that?
Well, I just kind of I gravitate towards the people that are like-minded like me.
Okay. What do you mean like-minded? Tell the audience. I don't like if they don't know. Like some people think, they're going to do the right thing their whole lives. They don't want to commit a crime because that's bad, and there's fear of what's going to happen. But people like us, we will commit crimes every day. So why don't you tell them about what kind of mindset you were in, and what kind of mindset it takes to get to addicted, like where you're addicted, where you have nothing where else to turn. Like,
Well, at a young age, when you don't really know any better, you try to deal with your problems any way you can, like your you know your mental anguish that you go through, going through certain situations at a young age, so you don't really know any better.
Yeah.
And and then you just kind of gravitate towards what's very common and open and distributed amongst people in the society. So you just kind of you make the mistake of thinking that it's an answer to your problem, maybe subconsciously, but you choose to indulge in something that you think is fun at the time, but then it leads to basically your entire life.
how old were you when you first got high? What was the age when you first got high? I don't care what it was. Was
13,
it alcohol? Was
like,
it weed?
like
What
13
was it?
weed. It was weed when I was like 13.
Okay. And how quickly after that were you doing hard drugs?
Well, my first time I did PCP, it was like probably within the same time range, like
So junior high? Started getting
No,
into
no,
high
no.
school?
Well, like high school, like beginning of high school.
So like grade 9, 10?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like me, I started young. I haven't told my story on this channel yet. So I figured, I was going to do that solo thing today, but you came in, so now we're doing this. I'll say a little bit about my story. I was 11
You were
years
trying to
old.
do what today?
I was going to do a solo video about
yeah.
about my story and where I come from, but we're going to do this together. We're going to kind of compare, I guess. Let's do that. I was 11 when I started, and I started young. I started smoking weed, and I remember watching this movie, The Basketball Diaries. Remember? With,
with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Mark Wahlberg and that. And I remember thinking, oh, it looks so cool to be on drugs. Like, I want to get high. Blah. So that's what we did. And as soon as we could, I remember I knew that I had pills. And I figured out that they were really, really good when you sniffed them.
Yeah.
They were called Dexedrine.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was 11 years old, and I'm doing these things, sniffing. And I'm doing so well in school, everything else, but I'm high as fuck. Like, I'm a speed junkie by this point. And, my mom kind of figured it out. I went to rehab when I was 15 for that. But we'll go into you. When did you first figure out that, oh, shit, I'm addicted? Like, what age was like odd? Or was it like a long time? Was it?
It wasn't that long after.
No? You do?
I was a bad alcoholic for about 15 years.
And this is where? Out in
New Brunswick, yeah.
New Brunswick. So you're from New Brunswick originally?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long? Okay, we'll go. You finished high school?
No.
No? What grade did you finish?
9.
Okay.
No. Yes, 9.
What could, like, you just didn't want to go, or you get kicked out? Like, what happened?
I figured at the time that getting high and hanging out with my friends was more important than that.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, it always is, right? When you're that age, you don't want to do anything that you're supposed to do.
You think you know everything kind of thing. You just kind of rebel against.
Yeah,
you just want to go sit in
fuck
school.
Those teachers. Fuck the police.
Yeah.
Fuck this. Fuck that.
In school suspension, piling up, and fucking
Is that how you grew up? Like, where you fucked the world?
Not really. I just kind of knew that I was stuck here, and I had to find my way through it. And,
I mean, with no parental guidance.
Yeah, no structure at all. No discipline.
No one to help you. No one to say, "Hey, look, man, you're fucking up."
Yeah, so I had to figure it all out on my own, and yeah, I'm happy that I grew up like that because I know how to survive.
Made you who you are today.
Yeah.
I mean, and like, I'm the same way. I'm happy I grew up poor. I'm happy I grew up with, just like, there's a group of, 20, 30 kids. We all stuck together and we all just hung out and we all did things together. And when there was something to be done, we did it and we kept our mouths shut. And you know what I mean? We had a good, solid crew of kids with us. And the thing was, though, we raised each other. We fucking raised each other.
Yeah.
We didn't want to be at home.
Yeah, your friends are your family.
Our parents couldn't tell us what to do. If they did, it was fuck you. I'm going outside with my friends. See you later. And I wouldn't show up home for 3 days.
Bro, look at this shirt I'm wearing.
Anyways, so we went home, show up home for 3 days. And it's like, so it's ubiquitous across the board, I think, with people like us. We're actively addicts. I will say that.
But we're somewhat functioning addicts.
Well, I know that, yeah, but once you do it, you're not functioning anymore. You know what I mean? Like, for me, last time I ended up in the hospital with blood poisoning because I was using dirty needles because I didn't want to go to the store to buy more needles, so I could keep fucking stabbing myself. And that really got to me. And it's been 16 days now. I've been sober.
You went to the hospital last time?
Yeah, I ended up in the hospital.
Fuck, bro. You didn't tell me any of that.
I don't tell people those things. I made YouTube videos on it instead. Okay. And now we're doing this, right? And this is why, I hide sometimes from everybody I know because I just don't want to talk to anybody. I want to, stay.
And he doesn't respond to his friends and makes him think that he's in a bad situation when he's not. Well, like he was in a bad situation, but not in the way that his friends thought.
But no, look at me now. I'm good. Look healthy. I'm happy.
Doing better.
I started doing these YouTube videos, and somehow we got over 500 subscribers. Thanks, guys. I don't know.
Drop a like.
I don't know how many people are watching this. 1 second. I'm just gonna plug in my laptop.
Drop a like, yo.
Let's go through.
Like this shit. Like it. Or love it. Love it and like it. If you love it, like it. If you hate it, like it. What? Hey, I gotta be me. I don't know.
Go through.
Have another beer, bro.
Tell me a little. Yeah.
We'll be right back after these messages. You ever had hemorrhoids? You ever need a hemorrhoid?
All right, there we go. I'm plugging the laptop. Yeah, and the reason he is drinking beer is because, he's still the problem.
Yes.
I told him if he came by, we do these interviews, we could have some beers. We could just relax. Because Mike right now, he's living out of a hotel, and things, are different for us. I mean, but he still is a friend, and I've known him. I knew him when we were sober together, and it was good. It was a good way to get to know somebody. You really get to know who they are and stuff like
No,
that.
they truly are.
Oh yeah. Well, plus, I mean, after what happens, we get a hold of each other, and what happens? You need something, it's okay. Fuck, man. Like, I've been here for him, and he's been here for me. So, it's been okay. But we're both in different parts. Like right now, I'm working, and right now I'm doing this and that, and I'm trying to. But right now, Mike's just hustling, man. That's what he's doing because he has to do it. And this is the problem he's in, and this is the problem that I was in, and I'm still in it. But I just don't have to hustle no more. I don't have to go out and do what I had to do. We're not going to talk about what has to be done, what kind of hustle. It doesn't matter what kind of hustle, as long as it's you have to do it because you have to survive off your know-how and what you're good at, right? And so, if you're in a situation where you have no other options, what do? You do what you know. You do what's good for you, right? And so,
Survival mode.
yeah, exactly. And so I do, if he wants to come here, have a few drinks, we might have stopped him. But I'm not obviously using with him. I, bought just enough so he could have a few. And we don't want my people comfortable, right? So
That's not why I'm here, by the way. I'm here because Jesse's my boy, and
exactly. We're gonna do this, and maybe it'll help the channel. Maybe it'll help somebody out there. So okay, let's talk more about. You told me in BHF that you had done pen time.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about that. What led to you having to go? What age was that? You were young, right?
Yeah, I was 19.
19. So 19, all of a sudden you're in a penitentiary.
Yeah.
In New Brunswick?
Yes.
Okay. Was that scary for you?
Yeah.
Did
Well,
you,
when you're basically you've never done time.
were you connected at least? Did you have somebody you knew in there?
There was a couple people I knew, but not really too well. One of the guys I actually had a beef with, but on the street, but it was
Okay, what
fine.
happened there? Tell us about it.
What do you mean?
So what happened? Like, what happened? Like, what kind of beef did you get in there? I mean, you're not a confrontational guy,
just
really.
a guy like that. I don't know. We butted heads about something. I don't even remember what now. It was a really long time ago, but there was another guy that I knew through mutual people. I don't really know him good, and as soon as we he was okay. It's a lot of explaining, but
Explain all. I'm listening. We're listening. We're going live. We're doing this.
yeah.
For as long as it takes. So go to the story. Tell them what's up.
I don't know. I was young and I was down, and I did something stupid that I didn't even know was bad. Kind of like now in retrospect, it was like yeah, it was just a young stupid mistake.
Yeah, I understand that.
It was I got charged with home invasion, but I got dropped down to unlawfully in a dwelling house because I didn't break anything to get into the house.
Okay.
They're asking 6 years. I'm gonna drop down to 4. Yeah, and basically I thought that it was okay to just walk into somebody's house when they're home, and turns out no, not at all. Yeah, I got 2 years for it, plus all the remand time I did. So
It's violent crimes. So you don't get early time.
no, it's not violent. It's only violence.
Those are violent crimes. When
Well,
you walk into
home invasion with violence is a violent crime.
yeah.
If you hit somebody or there's an assault involved, that's when it becomes a violent.
I had 2 robbery and violences. And I never hit nobody.
Did you
Nope.
Did you gesture towards them?
Nope.
Well, then
Didn't even touch them. And I got 2 robbery and violence. One for robbing a bank, and one for stealing a purse. And I'm not saying
a purse is a physical.
But when you walk through someone's home, that's already a violent crime. That is immediately a violent crime.
Well, the reason why it's so bad is like why it's an aggravated crime is because there's the
intent.
there's the possibility of violence, right?
Oh, yeah, someone can violate.
The difference between
you
the
can kill
possibility
somebody
of violence and actual violence makes a big difference.
Oh yeah, it does.
Well, I mean, but it kind of like it links to each other. But that's why I got so much time is because like it was a break and enter, but it was a break. It was like a
with intent.
it was a break and enter with intent. Yeah.
Yeah, and those are federal crimes. And so when you're in there, anything happen, you get your head kicked in. What?
Well, I got to do a couple scraps, but nothing. You just have to like the thing that it taught me the most is if you don't stick up for yourself, you regret it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not in a bad way, just to yourself, like a personal, thing that you regret. It's just not. not standing your ground, and if you know, yeah, it helps you learn things like that. But when you're in the provincial jail,
Mhm.
and you know you're going to the penitentiary, there's a lot of anguish there because like people are filling your head with all these things about, you know,
You're gonna get stabbed. You're gonna get this.
well, just like it's way different than a provincial, like
yeah, guys are chilling there.
yeah,
guys are doing
but
life.
in a pen, like yeah, I don't know, it's completely different, but
I've never
it's a
been
lot
there.
better in a federal than it is in a provincial. And
Okay.
I don't recommend it obviously, but like it's just I don't know.
All my time's been provincial. I've never done federal time, and I've been lucky because I was supposed to get 6 years in 2018. I was supposed to get 6 fucking years for 36 charges. And what happens was I did 18 months in remand, so I'm sitting there. So
That's a shitty, man. Like I would never do that much time.
No. My lawyer's good, so he did this. I sat for a long time. He said this: you plead guilty, you get out today, but you're doing so much probation. I had 7 years probation.
But that was after 18 months spent in probation.
Yeah, but I got 7 years probation on top. And it was, supervise this, supervise that. It was crazy.
Was it a violent crime?
Yeah, well, robbery, violence ×2. There was frauds, theft of motor vehicle. It was fraud over 5 even. I was doing, my lawyer's good. And
but still, that much dead time sitting there like waiting.
Well, that was the good thing about it because I didn't expect to get out.
Yeah, exactly.
I was expecting to get 6 years and go to the pen and just have to go whatever. But they were violent crimes.
Yeah.
And even then, I get arrested right now, they pull out their guns.
Yeah,
they see my record,
they have that thing.
And so what happened to me, I got off easy. Thank God the Crown said, yeah, we'll do this. I got off fucking easy. I didn't have to go to the pen. And now
I would rather just go to the pen. Honestly,
now looking at it,
18 months
no, I was lucky. Now looking at it because there was a lot of things that I was doing in the problem that pissed some fucking people off.
Don't start talking about that shit.
I'm not talking about it. I'm just saying I had pissed some people off.
Yeah.
And now the next thing you know, they might even fucking see this.
Yeah, exactly.
This was only a few years ago. I'm still looking over my fucking shoulder from stupid shit that I had done when I was addicted or what a friend did, and that I was fucking linked to because he was my friend. That sort of shit happens, and then all of a sudden you're the target because they know you.
Yeah.
And so that's the sort of shit I'm talking about. But I'm not talking about it. But what I am going to talk about is like how I ended up
getting to that point where you're doing things like that you did or whatever.
No, I got off lucky, and then what I do, my first week out, I was fucking robbing and stealing because it was COVID and the streets were fucking empty. So what do? I go hit some businesses. And it was just me being a fucking idiot. And guess what happens? I get fucking put in a basement. I get fucking the stomps from some people I thought I fucking knew. And I got the fuck out of there, thank God.
You're getting really deep into detail. I'm
not. Listen, I'm not getting into detail. There's nothing being told. But when I got that happen to me, I got home and I said no more. And I stayed sober for fucking 9 months, man. But I was lucky. And then I've stayed out of jail ever since. Like right now I'm on house arrest, yes. But I have stayed out of jail for 6 years now. And I just thank God that I got sober at that time. And so what changed for you? Like when you got out, you didn't go back, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've done 8 years altogether.
Okay. But you didn't go back to the pen.
No.
You didn't keep going back. You moved away?
No, I stayed for a little while. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of got restless and went to the next town over, and then I went back to the same place, and then I just kind of branched out. And then I would go back to my hometown, whatever, and then I go further and further, and then now I'm furthest away I've been. But now I can't picture what it'd be like sitting in the same city for your whole life. It's too I want to travel and experience it, but I still have very close friends where I'm from that I've known since I was with this tall.
Did you ever think about reaching out to them again, maybe?
Oh yeah, I talk to them still. Yeah.
Are they like you? Are they successful?
No, they have good lives. None of them have been in jail and stuff, but they
turned it around.
No. Well, they've always well, kind of. They're just kind of like me, but they just never got caught.
Yeah,
I'm a dumbass when it comes to things, and like I said, I was a drunk for fucking 15 years, but.
So when did you first start meth?
But 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Where was it? How did it feel? What happened?
New Brunswick, it was fine. It was good. Like, I liked it. Probably hooked right away.
Did you ever use needles?
I did a couple times, but I don't. No, not for me.
Well, I know you don't because you, you've been with me and you've always said no.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's one thing I can say that I'm very, very pissed off myself that I did that to myself. I first time I ever used meth, I did a needle with this guy, and it was the worst thing I ever did to myself.
Yeah, probably a bad decision for sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was 30 years old, or no, 31 or 32, something like that, and I poked myself, and I was gone.
Yeah.
And I was at the rig. I was on a drilling rig, and it was nuts. I made $1 million fuck up that day. Didn't get fired somehow. Didn't get fired. And anyways, it was a shit show. I stayed in that rig for a long fucking time. But the point was, when I got addicted to meth, immediately I was in jail. Boom, 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 boom. Jobless. Fucked. Absolutely fucked. And I want to know, how was it for you? Were you a functioning meth head? Were you, I'm going to say meth head with the most respect possible here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because
I am what I am,
I am too. I can say that because 2 weeks ago, I was high on camera doing a fucking video. That was the first video for this channel, me fucking high, which I'm not proud of. But I think it had to be done. And
at least you're honest about it,
Well, I got almost 50,000 views now.
Oh, really?
Nice. It's almost at 50,000 views now, and I'm very proud of that video, of what I did there, because it showed people that I am humble, and I am ready to change, and I am ready for what's coming next.
The thing with meth is I was a bad drunk. I woke up on life support in the hospital at least 9 times.
Really?
From doing things that I did when I was drunk, eating too many pills or drinking too much. Either way, waking up with a catheter and a tube down your throat and everything is never fun. But meth made it I haven't been blackout drunk in about 5 years.
Well, you don't drink really, do you?
No, not anymore. I don't know. It's weird.
Same thing.
It actually saved me. It might have saved me from that. Not saying that meth is a good thing, but it definitely made it changed my life for the better in a way that I'm not a drunk fucking idiot asshole waking up and not knowing who I pissed off the night before, or being blackout drunks 4 times every week. That's how I was for 15 years until I started using meth.
Okay, what was it like? Were you very functional? What was going on with you? Or were you just on the streets doing meth, getting fucked up as good?
No, it's when COVID started is when it really kicked off.
Oh, so this was it was more than 10 years, or less than 10 years ago. Yeah. What happened? How'd you end up in Winnipeg? How'd you end up? No, Brandon. Let's talk about how you ended up in Brandon.
I was in Ottawa. My sister, I was making good money.
Doing what?
And my sister, selling, growing. So only dealing with a couple people.
Selling what?
Drugs. My sister bugged me for 2 years to come to Manitoba, so I didn't really want to at all. I never thought of myself being in Manitoba because of its reputation, but
Crazy.
But when COVID was going on, stuff started getting really hot, and when I say really hot, I mean it just started. I had undercovers coming to my house trying to buy off me and things like that, so okay. I could always tell when it was them, and I just they never really, they never. I don't know, and I was okay, so I'm gonna go to Manitoba, so I did, and lived with her in the country for a while. Hated it. Went to Brandon, went to jail, went to BHF, and now I'm here.
Okay, so what was Brandon like? I mean, that's my hometown. That's where I'm born and raised.
Brandon was
and you know what? I'll just say 2 things about Brandon. Brandon is a talent unlike any I've ever seen. It's because the people there are different. You go to any other province in Canada, you don't meet people like you would in Winnipeg or Brandon.
Yeah, it's very different.
It's fucking ruthless. There's people, I'm not going to fucking say anything about anybody I know, but I will say that there's a lot of people that are out for themselves. There's a lot of people that are in this problem. And there's a lot of people that are doing a lot of very, very bad things to each other.
Yeah.
And so I got the fuck out of there. But, you know, I met him, and he's like, oh, I'm from Brandon. I was like, oh, I'm from Brandon. But we don't know each other. And that's only because we probably have met somewhere along the line, but, like, I was fucking mental. And so, I don't know. I never realized that maybe I did meet him, maybe I didn't. But he did, you know some of the same people. And, you know,
and we kind of see each other like as ourselves too, so we almost kind of know each other in that sort of sense.
Well, no, I do know this guy because I've seen him at his fucking when he's just being a funny motherfucker. Like, he's a funny guy. He's a good guy. He's very outspoken when he wants to get his point across. This guy, you know, will tell you exactly what he thinks.
I'm just myself, and I try to be myself no matter what. And you know,
that's why we get
along. I have the courage to do so.
Plus, I mean, people used to say that we looked alike. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody used to mistake us for months at VHF.
But the reason,
and by the way, VHF is like a halfway house. It's like a big halfway house.
Well, it's a rehab. It's a rehabilitation center.
Yeah, but like people go there from jail to get their kids back. Or
yeah, it's co-ed, but it's it's very crazy there. That place was not what I thought it would be. It was ruthless in itself, because the fact is they would treat drug addiction with the most insane ways, but like it kind of worked because it got me sober. Like, I was
structured. It's like gives you a schedule that you have to follow.
I loved it there. I ran the kitchen. I loved it there, right? And the thing was that when I got kicked out, right?
Yeah.
No, actually, nobody knows this. This is the first time people are getting told. Like, my sister doesn't know this. A lot of family members don't know this, but I was kicked out. And this is the reason why. Because I had tried a little bit of meth. There
was somebody that brought in some drugs, and I did. Like at least 8 people got kicked out at that time, because every time somebody brings drugs in, that like it spreads.
Well, somebody ratted us out. Whatever, it was what it was. And the thing was, though, we all got kicked out, and everyone was so surprised that I did, because I was like a leader.
I could tell you were high that when I saw you that night. I knew it.
Yeah, and I think I even told you, maybe, I don't know, but I was like almost a leader in there. Like, I was the guy that people look up to or whatever. Like,
everybody there, like judges, people that have slips, but it could happen to anybody.
Well, they made everybody rat at each other. I never did that. I never told on nobody.
I
would never tell on anybody for anything they were doing in there. And sometimes that got me in trouble, but they thought of me as, you know, somebody that was doing well and would keep doing well. And so I was going to go to school. Everything was going well, right, Mike?
Yeah.
And running the kitchen, and then all of a sudden I'm kicked out. And the program manager was so sad about it, because she's like, I couldn't believe it, blah, blah. And I talked to her like a week later, and I said, look, I'm good. I got a place, you know, like I actually lucked out. I got this apartment. Fucking thank God. You know, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Selena. To her the best. Selena took a big fucking faith, a lot of faith in me, not knowing me, seeing some guy just got kicked out of rehab high. I had a bit of money, and I said, I need a place, and she gave it to me. Thank you. But anyways, Mike stayed there for how long after?
Well, I don't remember.
Probably for a few months, maybe.
Well, I was there for 5 months. I don't remember exactly when we got kicked out. It was probably probably like a month after.
You're also seen as someone with influence area, because you move up as you go.
Well, I just I don't know, people kind of liked me because I was funny and I was like a good spirits all the time. But I met a girl there.
We all did.
And she ended up getting kicked out, and I went with her. That was 11 days before I was getting time served. And I was on the run for a bit. I got arrested, did a little bit of time, got out. She's still in jail. Yeah.
So you fixed that. You fixed that.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Good. I got lucky. I got house arrest. I had court 2 weeks after I get kicked out.
I gotta grab another beer.
Yeah, I had court 2 weeks after I get kicked out, and then they gave me house arrest for going to rehab for so long and blah blah. It was good. Thank God they gave it to me. You know, I've got a great thing going on. I'm off house arrest very soon. I'm not gonna be stuck here anymore. So this is why we started the YouTube channel, and I don't know. I think it'll be good. I think we're gonna help people, especially with interviews like this. This is very candid. I'm not very good at asking questions. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it because.
Well, for what it's worth, you're doing better than I thought you would. Honestly, I don't know who's all watching this. How many people?
There's 0 watching it right now. But we're gonna cut it up. We're gonna put in videos. We're gonna redo this.
0 watching.
Yeah, we got 0 watching, but it's okay.
Hey, screw you too.
No, just kidding. But
Well, that's why you got to put it on other platforms.
Well, we're gonna get it on other platforms. I gotta figure out how to do this kind of stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. But
either way, whoever sees this video, hopefully, like
people will watch it. But right now,
we want people to like. It's his idea. He's good. He's good idea maker because I think it's genius. But people are just like to show people the reality of and like explain it and like just kind of
this is real street people.
And then like show it maybe like we're like he was planning on maybe like walking around and that and just like because like we want to show like the rawness of it.
Oh, it's gonna get raw.
Yeah,
this is raw.
Like, it's gonna get you're gonna see some things that you don't want to see or don't like to see, but just to just to represent exactly what it's like to live this life, what it can lead to, and what just anything that can help and help spread awareness and things like that, because there's a lot of people that are going through a lot of hard times because of the fact that they made the choice to self-medicate and deal with their issues mistakenly by making the wrong choice that led to where they are now. And yep. I'm not ashamed of where I am right now, but I'm very there's a lot of it's just there's a lot of like I don't have
yeah, keep going.
I don't have a lot of I don't know. I don't like if I could go back in time and relive anything, I wouldn't do it because I'm just I understand that learning from your mistakes and not dwelling on them but using them to better your future is basically like a good way to do it. I guess you could say like a
And so
like it's just like that's
I'm gonna have you on this channel a few times. We're gonna do a few videos. We're gonna talk about different things. I'm gonna get your advice. You're gonna get my advice. You know what I mean? We're gonna have real talk. I mean, this is real talk from real people that are actually fucking doing this shit. We're not some guys with PhDs or some guys making a YouTube channel. Oh, I was an alcoholic for 2 years. I mean, I don't like. You can be an alcoholic for. It doesn't matter how many years. You can be this. You can be that. But I mean,
we're still in the problem.
A lot of these people I see on YouTube, they are not like people like us. And I'm gonna say this with the most respect I can. I've been looking at people that do the sobriety channels and everything else. I don't know too many of their stories. I would like to learn. I would love to have some of them come on, and do collaborations and this and that, just to get a better view. But what I see is, I'm not proud of who I was, and I'm really, really, really just taken back by what I've done in my life, and it really fucks with me day to day now.
Well, you just have to understand that nobody's perfect.
Well, no, I do understand this, but the things I fucking did to people, and I'm like,
we've all done wrong things.
Well, no, but even to the people I love, especially to the people I love.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I was just explaining. Is you don't dwell on it, just don't make the same mistake. If you don't learn from your mistakes, you're doomed to relive them.
Well, I think I have learned. Me and my
exactly.
sister,
you are aware of the fact that they're like
my sister is talking to me again. Her husband's a fucking police officer, right? And so they had nothing to do with me for years because he would get when he had a fucking cousin in the Brandon Police Force or something like that.
Yeah.
And he would know things that he shouldn't know. And he was like, is Jesse in jail yet? You know what I mean? Like, my mom would say, no. Well, he's going to be. And sure shit, I would get arrested soon. And the thing was, when my mom was in the hospital with breast cancer, they removed both of her breasts. She was laying there, dying, almost. And the thing was, I go in there, I'm like, fuck, I'm running from the police that day because I did some crazy bank fraud. And they got called to the bank. I had to run. I get there. And what happens is I get to the hospital room, and I get arrested in the fucking room, tackled, boom, and right in front of all my family, and everyone's like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? And I was like, so skinny. They didn't even want me there. But I was crying by my mom's bed, because I love her so much, and God bless her soul.
At least you got to see her.
Well, no, I didn't see her before she died, no, but that time I did. And they took me to jail. And she survived. She was happy, fine. She's fine. But she died in 2024 and in February, and it's, whatever. But she's the reason I'm here today doing this because, you know what? I probably would still be doing exactly what I was doing if I still had her because I would probably still be living off her. I would still be, just a total loser. But you know, my mom loved me, and so she took care of me, and nobody else would. And when she passed away, all of a sudden I had nothing, and I was like, oh shit, I have to do what I have to do. When I went to BHF, I knew that was my call. I was fucked. As soon as I got to BHF, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna change. And you know, I made everybody think that. And everybody still does think that, I think. But after seeing that video I just did, you know, they're pretty upset with me, and I understand why. People are like texting me, "You idiot," blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, but whatever. I was an idiot. I relapsed. It sometimes happens. It was bad. 6 days of hell. But now I'm coming back from it. And the thing was, I'm gonna start helping people, like Mike here, like other people I know. I've got more to be set up. But like this is gonna be a reference to people. They'll say, "Okay, how does this happen to just your regular everyday? Like, how were you as a kid? What was your childhood like?" Let's talk about that actually. You know what?
It was good up until my mom left, and then it became.
What age was that?
I had to grow up pretty quick.
What age did your mom leave?
When I was 7 or 8.
Okay, and you didn't have a dad or what?
No, I did.
Okay. And what was he like? Was he mean to you?
No, he's a good person.
Okay.
He just basically he
didn't know how to do it though.
Yeah, he just was going through a lot and dealing with the fact that both my sisters went crazy after my mom left, and
didn't have a female.
And I like mom and dad were mom and dad, right? And it was a pretty functional system, even though there was no money there. There was love, and that's that obviously goes a lot further than money does. But I don't know, just my parents won a computer off a radio station. This is in like the 90s, so there was technology was a lot different back then.
Well, computers were a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a big boxy thing, but it was like the top of the. It was like the newest generation of computers, I guess you could say.
Yeah. And
like a certain amount of time that was free internet, and internet was completely different back then too, like way different.
Yeah.
But she basically started talking to a guy online from New York. His name is Matt. I don't know. My mom talked to him for a while, but like back then, like my mom was younger than I am now, so I see it from her perspective at that time. But she shouldn't have ran from her kids.
Yeah.
But then I don't know. She's 6 months. She turned into somebody else, like on this computer. None of us knew what was going on until one day she said she was going grocery shopping. Sold the computer for $700. So that it was like worth, that's pretty crazy even for now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She said she was going grocery shopping, and I haven't seen her since. And
Have you seen her to this day?
Nope. Not heard from her, nothing.
And that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. But
you think she regrets it? Like,
oh yeah.
What kind of woman does that to her kids?
Well, I mean, like if somebody has that kind of on their soul, then it's just then that's always gonna be on her soul for eternity.
Yeah. Well, she's always gonna remember I have kids out there and they probably hate me.
I don't hate her, but I do. I don't know. I'm a very understanding person, and
yeah, you are.
I come to terms with things. I take responsibility for things. I'm very self-aware. I have to understand her perspective at the time, and she just was probably felt she was stuck in a rut, and just decided to make the decision that she made, and I don't hold it against her. I just wish, it's not about, for me, it's not about the person's mistake that they make. It's about how they rectify it, and she's never reached out to me or anything like that. That's the only thing that truly bothers me about it.
Yeah.
But it also helped me understand that rectifying your mistakes is how you. It's not people don't judge you for your mistakes. Even if they don't know it.
I've been judged lots for my mistakes.
Oh yeah, people judge people. It's a normal thing. It's just how you act upon it.
Yeah.
Like nobody like control of anything is an illusion, and unless it's all we have control of is what we do in a situation or what's presented to us. We have no control over anything else.
Yeah, that's what I think too. You know, you do have control over what you're about to do. You have control over this and
Yeah,
that.
you have control
But
over what you're.
once you do what you have set out to do, there's nothing you can do to make it better.
Just plan for your plan not to come to fruition completely. Everything changes, and if you make a plan, then that means that you're basically going assuming things under the illusion of control, and it's not how reality works. Not in this realm, anyway.
I'm trying to get a GoPro shot. Sorry, I'm trying to get more camera shots and this and that. It's not working out. 1 second here. I'm just going to set up another camera. I want to get this, you know, for clips, whatever. I do think that we're gonna be, you know, we could go viral, you know, whatever. I just want to have enough, you know, for the cameras.
Hi, hello, every camera.
Sorry,
Yeah,
but you know,
I don't usually look like the Terminator, by the way. I'm just doing this to kind of somewhat hide my identity.
Well, the lights suck too.
Oh, the lights are crazy bright, but they're awesome lights. Like they're crazy good lights. I've never seen lights like this in my entire life.
Well, see, I went all out when I did this because I wanted to have a real YouTube studio. I wanted to do a real podcast.
No. What was I gonna say? What did the guy say on Jurassic Park?
I spared no expense.
Yes.
I bought way too much in. I honestly should not have bought half of it because now I've got things I don't even use, like cameras I don't use, and I want to sell and this and that. You know, but whatever. If somebody out there is a experienced video editor and wants to help me out, please hit me up with the link. Whatever. Just I need help. I'm not editing any of these videos. I have to learn how. It's a very long process, and I don't have the time for that because I want to start doing something worthwhile with this channel. And believe me, I'm off to a great start. And so when I wanted to do this interview, I wasn't sure what we were going to talk about. We're kind of just going off the cuff. You know, maybe this does help somebody just knowing that, you know, okay, maybe your kid is looking like he's going down the bad path, you know what I mean? Like I know I did. When I was younger, I was a sweet boy, man.
I have a question for you, Jesse. What do you wish you had that would have changed your life now when you were a kid? Like something that would have taught you. Okay.
A father. I never had a father.
So get into that a little bit.
My father didn't show up until I was 8 years old. I had no clue who he was. He left when I was 1, or not even 1. I was a baby. He fucked off. Hit my mom, whatever. My mom was. She was a different lady. You know, I'm not going to talk about all the bad stuff because God rest her soul. She was a good mother. She provided for us.
And she was there by herself taking care of.
Oh yeah, she sacrificed her whole life.
That takes a lot of strength.
She had nothing and no one helping her. She never had to borrow money. She had a gambling problem, yes. And when I was a kid, we found out about that. But she would go out drinking. Like, I'm not going to talk about the bad times though. My sister remember things that, you know, no kid should have to remember. I remember things that shouldn't have happened to me as a young child. I was never molested, thank Christ. I know lots of guys that were, and it's fucked them up. And you know what? I pray to God, because my mother, she knew to keep us away from some people, and she always did. And she didn't, you know, we had the best people babysitting us when we were kids. We had, you know, her friends were great. They were close to us, but the closest person was my auntie. And my auntie, she's my second mother, you know. She couldn't have kids.
So she was a good sister to your mother.
Well, she moved to Brandon with her from Ontario, and she took care of my mom. Because my mom was different. My auntie's a little more resourceful. You know, she was able to get a good job. You know, my mom was cleaning. You know, nothing wrong with that. She made a good enough living to take care of us. But you know, auntie took care of mom too, and auntie took care of us when mom needed a break. And auntie, you know, she went to the end of the world for us, and she still has. Like, now, you know, I call her Mother's Day. You know, I love my auntie, and she's mom now. She's mom now because mom passed, and now, you know, that just doesn't go away. She's made it a lot easier for me and my sister. I know my sister's having a hard time.
Back in the day?
Well, no, but I know my sister's having a fucking hard time with it, and I'm having a hard time with it. Like when we were cleaning out and getting all her stuff.
Oh, and it kind of hit home, eh?
Oh, really? No, I was bawling my eyes out in front. It didn't matter. Didn't care who it was. Like, I couldn't stop. Yeah. And I almost got into a fight with somebody I loved here because he told me, he's always been, he's a man. He's a man's man. And he told me to shut the fuck up. And I was.
That's because that's his own personal.
No,
thing,
that's
though.
how he
Like,
is. No, that's how he is. He's always been that way. He's a man's man. When I was a kid,
he just started wanting to bring emotion into it.
He's very special to me because he taught me a lot of things.
Member.
Well, this is my uncle, and he was very hard on me because he knew somebody had to fucking beat. Like, there's a few times, and he scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. He had me by the neck, and he should have, because I told my mom to fuck off. He was the only person ever, tell me that's no good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he taught you.
Well, he taught me more or less how to be a man.
He'd
take me to go work when I was 12.
He basically taught you not to be a little shit, basically. Like, instead of being like a little brat or whatever, like kind of just like, yeah, back in, man. He's just like, nope. And that's it. That's good. That's good. That's a good thing.
But he grew up like very, he was a scrapper. He was, he was a, pretty tough guy. He was this and that, and his reputation preceded him. And the way he was, when all of a sudden he has kids around, that, he's not a kid's guy. He was like, I like to, do what I like to do. And, my auntie and him have been together since I was born. But he was like almost like my father, and for a long time. And I love him to death now. I fucking.
Yeah, he taught you a lot.
Well, last time I seen him, it was hugs. It was, it was good. And I'm very proud that we have a relationship like that, because, I've fucking said a lot of things to him, done a lot of things to him that he didn't deserve. But,
everybody makes mistakes, man.
He would get me and go to work when I was 12 and make me work. He'd pay me pretty good, but he would make me fucking work. And I worked like my ass off, and he knew that. He's always known I've been a good fucking worker. But the point is, I don't know where I'm going with this. I had someone like him at least.
Yeah, like a role model.
When I'm saying I wish I had my father, I wanted my father. But my father was too into himself. And believe me, he has tried to help me throughout the years. And there's been times where, I'm going to get into this. Maybe he sees these videos, maybe he comments and says something. And, I don't know, but I owe him a lot, and I fucked up when I was in the problem, and I messed up, and I feel really terrible about it. And I will make it right eventually. But the point is,
making it right to honestly, in my opinion, is learning from it.
Well, I didn't learn from it.
Yeah, you did though.
Well, no,
because even the fact that you just brought it up means that you learned that you got something.
Well,
from
I feel
it.
terrible about it. I feel like I did something very, very fucking bad, and I did.
Well, you can admit that though, and that's a good thing.
Well, yeah.
You learned a lot from this man, and honestly, giving back to.
I never learned anything from him. I've never learned anything from him. No,
I
haven't. I've never learned anything from him in his life. He's never tried to teach me anything.
No,
the only thing he did was bitch at me when I was in trouble and this and that, and I was like, "Fuck you, man! Like, who are you? Where were you?"
It sounds like you're still stuck in that part of your childhood.
Well, no, he could have stopped.
Even though he did.
He could have made me into a different man.
He
Way
did.
different.
He
didn't though. He made me into somebody that he was honestly there for me when I needed him when I got out of jail. But I was on drugs all the time. It was bad, man. I was at his house with it was bad. It was bad, and he was not happy with me a lot of times. But he still gave me a place to stay. I had my kids living there with us. When my ex left, it was crazy, man. And the thing was, man, that he didn't know how to handle it, man. Like, I don't know. And I'm just really sorry about him. But whatever. Guess what?
I wouldn't be sorry about him at all. At least you had some kind of a role model and some structure there.
No, I didn't though.
And he taught you a lot, even if you don't, even if you can't
admit it.
I
just said he didn't teach me anything. Like,
but he did though.
As well, no, he taught me nothing. Like, if I would have been taught things,
you have to look at it retrospectively. Like, look at it from
outside.
I do
Look at it from outside, and I think that I would be a more loving person. I would be more of a
more trusting.
No,
but you know what? That can lead
I might not have
to
done drugs.
demise.
He didn't do drugs. He wasn't a drug addict. My mom, she drank, she did this, she did that, she smoked pot, and when I found her drugs immediately. When I was a kid, I found them and I did them. I would do them, and then she didn't know what was going on. She just thought she was smoking more weed. I got caught, and this is when she found out, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" She beat the shit out of me, and she would do this all the time because I was a fucking bad boy, and I caught lickings for it. But, and I mean, I caught Lincoln's young. I was always scared. I was terrified of my mom. My mom fucking broke my nose when I was 14. Jump kicked me in the face. She was small, but she was psycho when she wanted to be. And when she got fucking mad, watch out. There's a lot of stuff. Everybody in the family knows. Don't fucking piss my mom off, and don't piss my dad off. But anyways, where I'm going with this is, she tried her best. God bless her soul. And now I'm going to try doing my best to, make her proud of who I am. Like, I got this tattoo of her. This is her. It's her name handwritten in her handwriting. Like, it's her animal and her favorite color. It's a beautiful tattoo. And I never really liked owls. Now I can't. I don't know. I love them.
Yeah, owl is my spirit animal too.
And now I love them, and because of her. But I think they're wise, and they are the animals that see through the veil.
Yeah, they don't have. Yeah, they're like twilight instead of like moonlight, right? They're just like they're signals of like wisdom and.
Yeah. When you got sober, what did you think? Did you think that when you got sober, were you like, I can see clearly now, where I can feel?
Well, I just know that every time I was especially when I started. I don't know. It's weird because I would dream about an owl and then I would see an owl and then all of a sudden I would learn something completely different and life altering. That's happened to me several times. So I just know that owls they bring things to you and you don't even like. Yeah, they just signal. They're like a beacon or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they are.
I have an owl tattoo, by the way, too.
No, dude. And see, I just believe in that. And believe me, I'm going to get I'm going to get a very, very cool ornament for my place. It's going to be in every video. I'm not going to tell you where I'm getting it because,
on your cheeks.
No, it's on an abandoned building.
Oh,
and
Jesus!
This abandoned building has a lot of fucking symbology meaning. It's an old building. And believe me, I'm going to get the owl from it because I want that owl specifically because that owl symbolizes a Babylonian deity that they used to sacrifice their kids to gain praise with this thing, Moloch, and he was an owl, and he was a bad deity, and he's pagan.
Totally,
Yeah. And so this is what all these rich people in Bohemian Grove. Did you know this? That all presidents and all these people, except for Trump, all these people that are famous and this and that, they go to this place and they fucking pray to this owl and they do mock.
And they probably sacrifice
ceremony. No, I don't know if they're real or not, but they do these mock. They say mock, but they're powerful people doing these mock sacrifices to this owl. So I want that owl.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I want that owl, and so I'm going to get that owl. But anyways, I think we're getting a little off topic. It's an hour in, but okay.
I think we've done enough for today.
I don't know. It's
I'm tired, bro. I gotta go home.
You're tired?
Yeah. An hour is good. Like I'll come back like within the next week or so, and we'll do another one.
Okay. Well,
because like people don't want to like they're sitting there watching this video.
Nobody's watching yet. But anyways, I'm gonna do a little advertising. I am not sponsored by anybody or anything, but I want to do a few things that I'm going to put the links down below. I'm affiliate for Streamlabs, so there will be a link down below. Please click it. If you do any kind of photo, like video creation or anything like that, Streamlabs is the way to go. If you want to, I'm learning how to do all the streaming on it. It seems like a really good platform. It's pretty cheap, $189 a year, US. So I mean, when you're doing this kind of stuff, it gets expensive. They're going platform to platform, this and that. Do yourself a favor, get Streamlabs. Use my code, help me out. I got a young channel. I gotta make this happen, right? So if you're gonna use Streamlabs, go that link. You get a discount. I'm pretty sure. I think there's a promotion of some kind.
And like and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel, please. I need that. I'm doing pretty good so far, but I want to do better. I want to get in that. I want to get my videos out there. I want to start helping people, and they're gonna get better as we go.
Starting awareness, liking and subscribing.
I need to hire editors. I need to hire people to help me. I want to get a studio that is actually set up full time, that I can go to every day like a job. And so please just help the channel out. There's going to be another link It's for Live Good. They sell premium vitamins, premium wellness products at a discounted price. I am an affiliate there. I pay to be an affiliate. So and if you sign up with them, you get their affiliate links. You be an affiliate, and you get the discounted prices. I'm talking $9.99 for vitamins that are $35 in the store for 3 times as much as you would buy. And it's quality product and it's a great price. So please, livegood.com, JW1428_official. I will put the links below. Again, thank you everybody that's subscribed. Thank you everybody that's going to watch us. It was a pretty crappy turnout for the live feed. Had no viewers, but that's fine.
It's because anyways.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is Mike. This is going to be an outgoing subject to somebody of the channel. He's going to be here lots. He's going to be a friend of the channel. He already is. But you're going to get to know him. And
inside and out.
Maybe next time we won't do a live feed. We'll be more prepared. I will, get proper questions asked. Maybe I'll use that teleprompter we got in there.
You guys have any questions?
Really want to use.
Put them in the thing below, whatever the thing's called, where you type shit in.
Yeah, and hit me up on TikTok, JW1428_official.
I'll answer so many questions.
Instagram too. My name's Ronnie Taylor on Facebook. I'll put all the links below again. Hit me up, like, subscribe. I use those channels for just personal use, whatever. You're just gonna see who I am. I've just started them. They blew up. 14,000 followers on TikTok, 9,000 followers on Instagram. I got 5 followers on Facebook because Facebook is terrible and
Facebook's about personal people,
Yeah, no, Meta is dying along with Mark Zuckerberg. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, Mark Zuckerberg with the people, he's not doing well. He's just too rich. He's got too much invested in being in your business. And Meta,
business that he's
I won't condone Meta at all. I think they're the worst company. Even my Instagram, I want to shut down because it's Meta. Like, I just think that they're the worst people, some of the worst people in the world. The things that they do just aren't out good. But anyways, we forgot to. I have to do something. I know you don't know who he was, but I want to talk about Charlie Kirk real quick and what is going to happen. I think and.
Don't put too much. No,
that was sad.
Too personal.
That was sad. That was one of the saddest days I've had in a long time. I was gonna say something then, but you know what? I sat here. I watched videos of his closest friends reacting to him being shot in the neck, and I was sad for them. I was sad for his family. I was sad for his kids. I was sad for him in general. He was one of the only voices talking about a lot of the issues that mattered most.
Who was he?
Charlie Kirk was an influencer. He started at a young age, and he went into college campuses. And he'd never been to college. And this guy went into these college campuses, and he created chapters for the Republican Party. Now they gained a big following. He won the youth for Trump in 2016. He won the youth for Trump in 2020, and he won the youth for Trump in 2024. This man was like one of Trump's sons. And what that guy did the other day was shot him in the neck at a free speech event. All this man wanted was free speech. All he wanted was to change people's minds. If he couldn't change your mind, he would say, God bless you. Yep. In the name of Jesus. I hope you get help because I can't help you. The views that these people were spewing are incorrect. They are not right. I'm not going to get into what those views were, but they are very, very common sense issues. Like, okay, maybe we won't get into just a bit. A man can't be a woman. Plain and simple. I don't care how much makeup you put on, how many wigs you put on, how much drugs you take to destroy your body. You are not a woman. You are still a man that mutilated himself. And now you're never going to be happy. And now you're going to hate yourself. That is one thing. Another thing, mass immigration is not good for a country. And he was talking about this. He was talking about things that, are kind of, they're not controversial, but they make people mad because. No.
You're getting way too personal, bro.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Charlie Kirk was a hero of mine. No, listen, Charlie Kirk was a hero of mine. I want to say this because there's people laughing at his death. There's people talking about it as it was a good thing he was assassinated. But I'm telling you this, it has way more ramifications than you think. The amount of followers worldwide that he had, the amount of impact this man had, what he had in the works as a Christian and as a Republican, as a person who just wanted common sense values for his country. And I thank you, Charlie Kirk. I'm so sorry this happened to you, and I'm so sorry for your family. If I can, I will help carry that torch in any way. Believe me, I've tried. I tried to speak out, and what happened to me was pretty bad. But I mean, it's nothing compared to what his family's going through. And believe me, Antifa has tried to kidnap me. Antifa has made articles about me. Antifa this, Antifa that. Well, Antifa is nothing but a left-wing militant organization. Criminals. And I believe what we're seeing behind his murder, Charlie Kirk's murder, is just part of that whole culture. They don't want to be changed. They don't want their minds changed. And because Charlie spoke out, because Charlie told his truth, and because Charlie just said, look, this is the way things are. If you need help, you need to get help. But God loves you, and that's it. And that's what he did. And so thank you, Charlie Kirk. I know you're in heaven. Well, hopefully people will carry the torch. All right, that's all I got to say. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe.
Love you.
Have a good day, and yeah, we'll be back.
The show will go on.